The story we are about to share with you is sent to us by a Reddit user. It's his own personal account on how his girlfriend cheated on him. 7 years have passed since the first time my girlfriend and I met each other. We've been living together for about a year and a half now, and we've been dating for the past 5 years. I had to travel to a different state for work, and I have been out of the country for the past week. Because of the weather, I had to wait for my flight, so I informed her that I would just have to stay the night. However, on the spur of the moment, I chose to take the overnight flight instead of driving back in the morning. I anticipated that it would turn out to be a pleasant surprise. As I drew up, I saw that there was already another car parked in the driveway. It really didn't register with me at all. Simply said, I felt it was strange, considering how early it was. I frequently get home after normal hours. Therefore, I am skilled at sneaking into places stealthily, and I did it here. I walked in, unpacked my filthy clothes, and placed them in the hamper. After that, they proceeded into the bedroom, where they found each other already laying in bed with only the bottom sheet covering them. The second individual was not someone I was immediately familiar with. They were both sound sleeping, and I have no idea how long I had been there before they fell asleep. It didn't make any sense. After I recognized the guy in bed with her, I had one of those moments, just a red-blooded second, where I pictured picking up something incredibly large and breaking his face. However, the thought didn't stay with me for very long since it was swiftly replaced by something else. Simply put, I was really exhausted and also feeling a little bit down. I shook her awake and let her know that I was going to check into a motel. I believed that she was too drowsy and sleepy to understand what was going on. She started laughing for a short while before she realized she had gotten up, and then she started crying and talking, but I pretended not to hear her and ignored her completely. I quickly grabbed some more clothing and ran out the door. Before I exited the driveway, I ensured that my phone was switched off. I am completely at a loss on what to do. Just sitting here in this dingy hotel room, sipping some subpar whiskey is giving me the impression that I was involved in a vehicle crash right now. While I'm on my way there, I stop at the grocery store. My laptop, my phone, and a change of clothes for work are the only things I brought with me today. I don't want to experience this emotion or be this person anymore. I don't want to be anymore. Because she was so forthright about it, I found myself inconsolable for a while. It was not the first time that they had slept together, and she made no attempt to justify their sexual activity by claiming that there were exceptional circumstances or anything else. I wasn't the drunkest person there, and he didn't try to force anything on me. When he flirted with me, I couldn't help but feel flattered. He's a really gorgeous man who could certainly have sexual encounters with a great number of different ladies. Therefore, the fact that he picked me as his partner was incredibly meaningful. It was an opportunity for me to indulge my big ego. She remarked that if I wanted her out of the house and out of my life, she should have the maturity to comprehend that. She expressed her gratitude to me for not referring to her as a slut, a bitch, or any other derogatory term. She told me that despite the fact that I did not have to stay in a hotel because I did not have to be out of the house in the morning, and she did not have to worry about leaving her keys there. Then she expressed her regret for breaking your faith in her and for undermining everything that we had built together. She told me that I didn't have to contact her again if I ever wanted to talk to her again. There is nothing I can do that would justify the things I've done in the past. There is no excuse that will suffice. I was self-centered, proud, and dishonest for no reason, other than the fact that I wanted to be those things as much as I wanted it. I don't deserve your forgiveness, because I am a hypocrite. This is the only reason I can ask. I'm sorry, but even just reading this has caused me to start crying all over again. I'm relieved that she didn't try to make excuses for her actions, but I have no idea what to make of them. It's been a few hours since I got back to my house. I whipped up a grilled cheese sandwich for myself, topped it with onions, and turned on some Cosmos. Almost makes me wish I had been required to report to work. It would be simpler to divert my attention away from the situation. As things stand, it has been quite challenging to suppress the impulse to give her a call. If I don't get in touch with her at some time, I don't see how I'll be able to resolve this situation, no matter what happens. In the meantime, I've received a couple voicemails at this number. A number of them were members of her family with whom I had an excellent relationship. I guess at some point yesterday, she told them that she had cheated, and then her sister let me know that I should be staying in her place in a spare bedroom, and then her dad texted me an apology saying that he thought you raised her better. I don't know exactly when she told them that, but I do know that it happened yesterday. The fact that she had not sent any text left me feeling somewhat relieved about the situation. If I could hear her voice, it would make me want to give her a call. When I realized that I had received a text from her coworker, I came dangerously close to losing my cool. I'm sorry, buddy, but I was completely unaware. Perhaps he did do it. Perhaps he didn't do it. Whatever happens to him, as long as I don't run into him ever again, I don't really care. I have received a lot of helpful advice and encouragement from a number of different people, both of which I truly appreciate. Because I did not instantly kick her out, some people believe I'm an idiot and call me names. Despite the fact that I disagree, whatever. On the other hand, I got a couple responses that were incredibly upsetting and nasty, indicating that I should have gone far further with it than I did. Label me a beater if you must, but don't call me a Peter just because I didn't take someone to the emergency room. That kind of misogynistic behavior makes my blood boil when I'm not here to try to win over individuals like you. If anything, it makes my heart swell with wrath. According to recommendations that I've received, it appears that taking some time apart would be the most effective method for me to figure out how I really feel. Even in light of everything that has transpired over the past 5 years, I do not look back with regret. However, I do need some perspective, and since I am not the kind to jump into anything headfirst, I will not be throwing away all of her possessions right once. How much longer do I have to wait? The conversation is going to have to take place at some time.